It's hilarious. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here we go. This is episode number 80 for R is Untitled. I am your host, R. As the guys have renamed me, I was going to put, actually, instead of R Jones, I was going to put the Punish R. Maybe next week I'll do that. I like that.
Good job.
You know what I'm saying? And joining me, as always, my two guys, Ride or Dies. Mr. Ronan Black is here. Ronan, if you keep your mic unmuted, you're going to be joining us. Thank you. How are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm all right, man. I'm chilling.
All right, all right. And always, the man from the formerly of the BX, now residing in Carolina, Dominic Donato. How you doing tonight, brother? Thanks for joining us.
All good. All right, let's roll, baby.
Let's roll. Listen, before we even went live, Ronan and I and Dom were talking a little bit, and we're going to get into a little bit right now as well, talking about that list of Bleacher Report's top 100 NBA players. And we were talking about Kobe falling outside of the top 10 and Shaq, I think, being number 5 or 6, if I'm not mistaken. Ronan had a little issue with that, so I'm gonna turn the mic over to him, and we're gonna go volley it around a little bit back and forth on this.
Yeah, I was just saying is that Kobe is not in the top 10. Hakeem Olajuwon's not in the top 10. I mean, come on, that's ridiculous. And I don't have no issues with Shaq. Like when people bring up Shaq and he's the most dominant this and this like that, he was the most physically imposing. He was the most dominant. He wasn't putting up no. Shaq never won a rebounding title. He never led the league in rebounds. He never led the league in blocks.
Wow.
So if you look at Shaq and you look at Wilt, even Kareem, you look at Moses Malone, you look at David Robinson, these dudes that led the league at one point in rebounding and block. Moses Malone led the league in rebounding 3 times. So is he a top 15 player? Yeah, all right, fine. But he never let Bill Russell led the league in rebounding. I mean, shit, they put him in the same. Wilt, come on. I'm not. And the criteria that they use to punish Kobe, you can't use that. Then, if that's the case, like, and look, I said about LeBron. LeBron's had this guy decide stuff like that. If you want to use that criteria, doesn't keep him out the top 10, top 15, whatever, wherever people have him. You got to use the same thing for Magic. You got to use the same thing for Bird.
Yeah, because they had supportive players on that All-Star level. That's a fact.
And you can't have Steph Curry over there. I mean, come on, man. Steph Curry, this guy's never even made an all-defensive team, man.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry to interrupt you, Ronan. You know what? And not that I'm defending Curry. Trust me, I'm not. But I can see why they did that with Curry. Because, again, this is a guy that unfortunately revolutionized the game in the way it's played today. You know what I'm saying? I've never really been a big fan of the 3-point heavy games and stuff like that. I'm not a fan of that. But Curry instilled that. And there was more players, even at a younger level, you know what I'm saying? Like AAU, college that got influenced by that. And now you start seeing the Curry game, so to speak. So I again, I'm not defending him, but I understand it.
I'm not saying that Curry's not no top 20, top 25 player. I'm sorry. I mean, look, man. Even when people say he's a top 3 point guard, that's come on. He's not a point guard. He's a shooting guard.
I agree with that.
He's a shooting guard. He's not a top 10. You can't say that he's a better point guard than Stockton or Isaiah or Jason Kidd because these dudes played on both ends of the court. He doesn't.
Right.
So even with what I see with this era, how they're talking about like these specific players, you're talking about Kevin. Look, do I think overall, you talk about offensively, you're talking about in shooting from close, mid range, 3-point. I mean, look, I know Kevin Durant is sensitive, but offensively, look, that dude is a goddamn scoring machine. I've never seen anyone like that dude. But to leave Kobe out of that and leave Hakeem Olajuwon out of that, man, I don't think so.
Well, you gotta understand, like Dom and the crew last week we were talking about this, and you gotta understand who is compiling this list out of the Bleacher Report. You understand? Yeah. Well, there you go. You understand? These millennials, stat nerds, they're the one compiling this list that we're supposed to take as the scripture, so to speak, and we shouldn't. You can just look at it for entertainment value, speak on it a little bit on entertainment value, but it can't really take it serious like that. I I looked at it and I said, you know what, we could just like debate this, whatever the case may be, on this show and whatnot. But it's mostly fluff, in my opinion. It's mostly fluff. So I'm just like, yeah, it's just something to talk about. And they got us to do that. They got us talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So the little trick worked. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just.
Here's a weird stat, man, with all of these numbers. I always thought about this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only a 0.4. Jerry West has a higher field goal percentage than Steph Curry.
Wow.
474 to 471.
Okay.
And West played probably as many years as Curry has already.
Right. Wow.
Remember, them guys didn't have long careers, man. First of all, they went to school for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, he's at 471. West is at 474. And, of course, Jerry didn't have the three-point line.
No.
But I was thinking about this when Ronan was talking because I've always considered Jerry West one of the greatest shooters in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
But, of course, we live in this era. And to your point, has that three-pointer, like, really helped or harmed? It's a gift and a curse. I guess we could say that. But you said AAU. My son, my grandson was 12. Y'all know I go back and forth to Florida to see some of his games.
Right.
So I guess I started going when he was like 10. 10-year-old kids jacking up shots from the locker room. I'm like,
again, they've been influenced.
Exactly.
They've been influenced by Curry. And before I get rolling, let me just bring in Reg.
Yo, I'm eating, y'all, but I will check back in with you fellas.
Okay, well, I was about to introduce you, but the hell with you. Have your food. Eat up.
Sound like you in the bodega, right?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And also, we got Mr. Live as well. And I'm bringing in Sir David, my good friend.
Hey.
How you guys doing?
What's up?
How you
Good to see you guys.
What's good, y'all? What's good?
All right, brother. Good to have you on. Yeah, it was just like a slight continuation of the that top 100 NBA players talk we did.
Right.
Ronan was making his case how Shaq shouldn't be in the top 10 and how they left Kobe out of the top 10 as well, and how also you got Steph Curry over Kobe. Like I said previously, earlier, I was talking about how I understand. Not that I'm defending Steph Curry now, but I do understand why he was rated one above Kobe Bryant, and that's because he revolutionized the game to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not for the betterment. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not practicing fundamentals. You see the young kids out there want to be Curry and shooting these 75-foot shots and all this stuff, and not focusing on the basic fundamentals of the game, fundamentals of the game. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we was getting into a little bit.
Right. Now, well, I mean, Kobe not being on there is one thing. Shaq not being on at the top 10 is another. So, because if you put Curry, if you put Curry there, then you got to put Shaq there, right? And because you're talking about revolutionize the game, right? Shaq was. I mean, again, I'm too young for Wilt, right? For Wilt Chamberlain, but there was no Shaq played late. He like if Shaq had any kind of body discipline, right? Any kind of game discipline, like if he was Kobe, like we wouldn't even be like there'd be statues in every state erected to that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like there was nobody stopping him. Nobody. And he played the regular season out of shape and got into shape during the playoffs. And was ready for playoffs by the time the season was over. That's how dominant I thought he was. And again, he's the only one. And they stats is damn near head to head. He's the only one who I give any credit over you and at the center position. Again, I know we all intelligent basketball. I know where Ewan stands in the pantheons, all of that. But Ewan is my guy. I don't put nobody over him, right? But Shaq, I do. because he could not stop Shaq. Like he looked at like a paper doll against Shaq. And if I admit that, if I'm saying that about my guy against Shaq, then listen, right? If Curry is in there, you got to put Shaq in. You got to put Shaq.
Just because somebody, and don't take this the wrong way, just because Live didn't see Wilt play, I never saw Joe DiMaggio play.
Right.
But I know he's one of the greatest baseball players of all time.
All right.
When you talk about dominant, and you know what? Ronan brought up some weird numbers. Never led the league in this, that, and the other thing. Never was defensive player of the year. He was never in the top 200 in free throw percentage. So, I mean, again,
and even
those I didn't see a lot of players play, but I know how to research, and you know, to me, Wilt Chamberlain was probably the most dominant player in basketball history.
Right.
Now, some will say, who was he playing against? There were still centers.
I mean, you know what, Dom? There were centers, but again, like your son had said, who did he play against? I mean, I get it. Who did he play against?
Who's in front of you? Or I mean, you can't pick your poison. I mean, you think let's put it this way. I know ifs and ands and pots and pans, but you don't think Wilt Chamberlain would dominate in today's weak ass NBA?
He probably would. Because, as you said, weak ass NBA in today's market. You're probably right. He probably would.
But them stats Ronan brought up before everybody came on, that was like, I didn't know that.
Exactly.
Well, that's like, all right. This is the thing I was saying, Dom. All right, like I've watched, like, if you ask me my top 10, man, look, I got Wilt at like number 2. I went back and watched film of this dude, man. This dude had a low post game. This dude played against Zelmo Beatty. He played against Nate Thurman. He played against Kareem at the beginning of his career. He played against Willis Reed, Bill Russell. He played against a lot of dudes who people just forget. People act like you got dudes like Al Harrington. Or y'all talking about, they would have busted Willis Reed's ass. That's ridiculous, man. You wasn't busting. Come on, you couldn't deal with Grant Hill. So are you kidding me? You think you're gonna deal with Willis Reed? Come on, man. And even with Shaq, and again, it's not like I don't have Shaq. Look, Shaq is the top. He ain't in my top 10, but them playoff runs in the fourth quarter, Kobe led the Lakers in points. He led them in free throw percentage, and he led them also in assists. Because Shaq, even he said it. The thing these guys say, man, they got it on film. This guy even said it, man. He's like, I wasn't taking those big shots late in the game. So they what, So you look at that. Kobe was 17, and he's taking shots late in the game. No one else wanted to take them shots. And also, when people talk about how dominant Shaq is, this dude got to the Lakers. He went to 3 finals with Kobe. He went to 1 with Penny. He went to 1 with Wade. Also, he had Eddie Jones, who was an all-star player. He had Nick Van Exel. So that team was stacked before Kobe matured, and they got bounced out the playoffs every single year until Kobe was allowed to play when Phil Jackson got there, and they started playing this guy. So even that, he never went to 3 finals. Everyone can make an argument that Penny, talent-wise, is on the same level with Kobe Bryant. He went to 1 finals, and they got swept by Houston, and they were a better team than Houston. He went to 1 finals with Dwayne Wade. They couldn't even repeat. He went to 3 with Kobe, and Kobe went to 3 more without him. He had Powell Kasai. People are like, oh, he had Powell. Powell's a nice player. Lamar Odom, Derek Fisher,
Andrew Bynum.
And people like Bynum, look at his playoff numbers. Bynum, when those playoff runs, Bynum only averaged single digits when they went to the finals in 2008. He wasn't playing 2008, 2009, and 2010. Bynum didn't become an all-star until 2012. He didn't even average double-digit rebounds. So they make it out like Kobe was some scrub and he wasn't this and he got carried by Shaq, and that's not the case. People don't.
And we all know what happened to Bynum when he left the Lakers.
That was it.
I didn't see Oscar Robertson. I know Oscar Robertson is a top 10 player without question.
Right.
How can he not be in the top 10? I went back and watched the film of these dudes, and people just act like they forget these guys. They don't do this so much in the NFL. They do this in the NBA because they want to pump up this specific era and just forget everything that came before. What McHale? You think McHale, if he played now, no one even plays in the low box. McHale would average 30 points a game, 35 points a game, 15 rebounds a game, and 3 blocks. Who's going to guard him in the low box outside of Anthony Davis? Nobody.
So if I could jump in here, I'm going to shift a little bit away from what Ronan is talking about and just talk about the list in general. The problem that I have with these lists is when you're mixing current players with the old timers. The problem that I have is so many of today's game and players in today's game, they are chasing after what the older guys did. So the older guys are the example. And so if you take, it's always the comparison. So these older guys, like a Wilt set the standard for his position and what we look at today as one of the greatest players. So when you take players of today, they're always looking at the older players and say, well, this is what they did, and now how do my numbers compare to them? But you're talking about the prototypes. And I don't think the prototypes get the credit for setting the stage of what today's game is. I mean, it's shifted away a lot in terms of style of play, but somebody had to set the standard. And a lot of times the standard setters get lost because today's game, they are trying to eclipse a standard that's already been established. And so if you take somebody like the comparisons of Kobe naturally to Jordan, but look at LeBron to Jordan. Jordan set a standard that others are chasing. And I love LeBron, but it would be ridiculous to then diminish what Jordan did because they played in a different era. And what Curry has done, he's revolutionized the game. But those guys in their day, they set the standard, and I think sometimes we get caught up in the current, and we diminish what these guys did in the past because today's game, if you had talent, you have talent, and you played against who you played against, and you don't think that translates into today's game. They would have grown up differently. They would have watched the game evolve, and they would have evolved because they were that good. So I hate the comparisons, especially when you include today's player in that. I think that we need two different lists. I think that we have the greatest players historically, and then you can look at the list of who are the top players within the last 5-10 years. But I don't like when you mix them together because it's two different. It's almost like two different sports.
Right.
As strange as it is, guys, again, with the Steph Curry and West comparison, the only thing he got West in is free throw percentage and what was the other one? And points. Okay. West he only got West by 2.5 points. West outshot him. West got more assists, more rebounds. And remember, Jerry West averaged 2.6 steals a season in only 1 year because they only counted steals Jerry West's last year in the NBA. Remember, steals was not a statistic. Or Walt Frazier would have probably had more triple doubles than anybody in Knicks history.
Probably.
Because they weren't counting steals.
Right.
So, yeah, it was his last year. He averaged 2.6 steals a night. And Curry's had a whole career where steals have been a part of, the stat. Again, Dave nailed it. We can't do it no more with the them and now.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. But
you play against who you play against.
Right?
Yeah.
And, according to J.J. Redick, they were postmen and milkmen and he was some kind of stud. I don't think he made the list, did he?
No.
Right. Yeah.
No. And you're also comparing these guys. You're comparing them against the measuring stick. So then you would tell me that the stick isn't good? Because that's what you're comparing it against. That's what that's whose numbers you're chasing.
Do you think, again, with the era thing, do you think, like I told R, if Oscar Robertson averaged a triple-double then, what would he average now?
Yeah.
No hand check. As big as Oscar was, too. Man, please. And you can't hand check him? Shit.
There'd be no stopping it.
Just think to Live's point with his buddy Ewing. Imagine nobody's flying around the court when Ewing was playing. What he would have did to a lot of people.
Right.
But he took a beating, and beatings were like the norm. But he came back for more every night. But again, when you compare these things, it's weird because I agree with Live. Patrick Ewing put the ice on his knees during the timeout.
Yeah.
Came back in, banged bodies. Yep. There was just certain players that, he didn't measure up against. And it was due to a lot of his, remember, Pat wasn't the healthiest guy coming out of college.
Right.
His knees weren't,
right,
the best. He wasn't Joe Namath, but his body wasn't in the, Elijah one, but he battled every night. So because he didn't win a ring, hey, Elgin Baylor didn't win a ring either. So,
right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, that was, let me see this comment. Hold on for a second. Oh, my peace. Hollop says to you guys, So let's move on.
What's up?
Yeah, let's move on, shall we? Let's get into the lane of baseball real quick. The New Yankees. Sorry, Dave. No Mets.
That's okay.
No Mets for you. Sorry, pal.
That's all right.
It's all good. It's all good. So the Yankees, we're going to talk about the Yankees' recent struggles. And also, we talked about this guy a little bit before, the curious case of shortstop Anthony Volpe. The cries are getting a little bit more louder in the displeasure for Mr. Volpe, and I think it's unfair. I just think it's unfair. We had talked about this previously. Again, the Yankees seem to be committed to this guy. I don't see them on the phone lines with the trade deadline coming up and whatnot, inquiring about any possible replacement for this guy. I don't see it. However, I think that the fans are. I don't know. I'm a Yankee fan, and I'm not even that upset about this guy. First of all, you have to realize the potential for this guy. I don't know what this WAR, that +3, whatever that crap. Don't ask me what that is. I have no idea. But he's on the verge of 3 straight seasons of that. So the potential's there, and all this expectation of him being the next Jeter, which I didn't really care for, because that's placing undue pressure on a young player to try to get him to fill a legend's shoes is ridiculous to me. It doesn't make any sense, So,
well, it's his defense, right?
Well, the defense. The defense. He has 12 errors before tonight. If they played tonight, he had 12.
They're off tonight.
Oh, they're off tonight. Okay, so he had 12 errors. Okay, I think somebody else has 13, if I'm not mistaken. So he's tied for second. So what? I mean, has he won a Gold Glove before? I think so.
Volpe?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I could have sworn I saw that report. Oh, and by the way, Holla Up Your Mic is live. Thanks for joining us as well. So again.
This is a knee-jerk, type of generation now. I don't watch enough of it. I only know from, the little snippets that I'll see on the news or, reports. And I know that there was a lot of focus on the errors, and I don't know what he's hitting, but apparently whatever he's hitting is not enough to compensate for the defensive problems that, fans are seeing with him. I think the other day, didn't he make a expensive error that cost them a game or something like that?
Yes,
so it's going to be highlighted. I think he's still young, and you can work on defense, and he could be serviceable. It's just the Yankees aren't necessarily running away with things.
No,
so it's going to be, well, what's the problem? Because Judge is Judge. Is Stanton playing? Is he healthy, or is he doing his
he's playing. Yeah.
Okay. Because I haven't heard anything from him. But, so that's the two biggest things that I've really heard was Judge being Judge and this kid's failures. But fans are going to look for something to identify as what the problem is, and Yankee fans are no different than any others.
I got to tell you, honestly, these Yankee fans, they're fucking spoiled. They're fucking spoiled. How dare you? How dare you? A young guy, my God, that might actually carve out a halfway decent career, and you guys are shitting on him. A young player. Imagine the pressure that you got to go through trying to replace Derek Jeter, and you're a young player, and you're in a BX.
Isn't he local? Isn't he like Jersey or something like that?
He was born in Manhattan, Mount Sinai.
Okay.
Still. So you should be used to New York. He should be used to New York, but I'm just
24
saying.
24 years old.
24.
Come on, man.
And R was right. He won the Gold Glove in 2023.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So the potential is there. You know what I'm saying? The guys, come on, man. Lay off this dude. Let him grow organically. You know what I'm saying? Let him be who he's gonna be. You understand? I think he'll be much more than a serviceable player. If I see the guy that can hit like 280, 285, he's got pop in his bat. So if he cranks out 15 to 20 home runs and maybe let's say 80 RBIs or whatnot at 280, 285, what's wrong with that? I think he has the potential to do that. So Yankee fans, spoiled ones, not reasonable. Stop.
They're like Knicks fans.
Yeah.
I think Knicks fans are a little worse, but the Yankee fans are getting close.
But come on, it's ridiculous. It's
ridiculous. At least when you talk about the Yankees, you could say, okay, we didn't win since 2009. I mean, that's like eternity in Yankee life.
Yeah, that is.
But I mean, come on, like the guy's 24. Here's my thing. What are you measuring him to in today's league, in today's game? Not Derek Jeter, not Alex Rodriguez. What's his measuring stick in today's baseball as a shortstop? I'll wait.
Yeah,
And from what you guys were saying a couple of weeks ago, or whenever we talked about it before, there's not like this. He's blocking somebody.
No.
Yeah,
exactly. And the crazy shit is they wanna actually what's that guy? George Lombard Jr., who I pointed out was hitting worse than Volpe in double fucking A.
Yeah.
Double A, not triple A.
Double A,
right.
not triple A,
Right.
but double A. This guy is worse. So I'm like, and they're clamoring for this guy to come up from double A to replace him. I'm like, come on, what? It's ridiculous.
Can he be better? Of course, we could all be better at something.
Of course.
But I mean,
of course,
when you look at it, though, especially in baseball life, 24 is not old. So that means he hasn't been playing pro ball that long to begin with.
Right.
And in his short period of time, he might be a 240 hitter, but shit, we're talking about he can't play shortstop, but he got a Gold Glove.
Exactly.
How many shortstops in baseball got a Gold Glove? You only get one a year.
Right.
Word.
Well, can we just say this? There's what is it? 30 teams in Major League Baseball, and fans of 29 other teams don't have any patience with miserable Yankee fans.
Yeah.
Just get it together. We don't want to hear it.
I always say, guys, when it comes to the Yankees, I approach them differently than the Knicks because I know the history even since I've been alive, so I ain't got to go back to 1921. We've all been alive to see Yankees win, numerous World Series. So being a Yankee fan as opposed to being a Knicks fan, I could understand, the frustration in Knicks fans.
Yeah.
But Yankee fans, come on, guys, pump your brakes. I mean, stop with this bullshit. We're not the Knicks. We don't nick every other year.
No.
Right.
We don't have 4 good years and then ups. We don't do shit like that.
No, we don't. No,
I don't. At least I can't speak for all you. Social media has ruined this shit.
Yeah.
Now Aaron Boone got to go because the Yankees made 4 errors the other day. They got to fire the manager.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's his
Now
fault.
that's atypical New York fans nowadays.
Yeah.
We don't give a shit how many games you won. We want to get rid of you because we made 4 errors in one game. And you know what? The Yankees are mid. I think I looked it up. They might be 15, 16 errors per 9 innings. Something crazy since everybody's so into numbers. So I mean, you fired the manager because they made 4 errors the other night. He didn't make the 4 errors.
Exactly.
Yeah. But the thing, I'll just say with all these numbers, the thing about numbers, it's like data. Everybody could read it, but not everybody can actually interpret it accurately.
Right.
So you see something and it looks like, but what does it really mean? And those of us who were sabermetrics and all these other things. I remember when you could memorize the back of a bubblegum card, a trading card. Now they got all these things. I don't even know they got acronyms. I don't know what they mean.
You and me both. You and me both.
It's like he looks like he can play. That's all I.
Yeah. You and me both. I'm so sick of that bullshit. Like I said earlier, that whole WAR. I don't even know what the fuck that is. And guess what? I have no interest in finding out what it is.
I don't stand for it, Dave. Wins above replacement, or
I don't know. That sounds correct, but I still don't know what it means.
Again,
don't ask me what wins above replacement is. I'm just
exactly. I don't care.
I don't know what the shit means.
That's for arbitrators. That's what they go into contract talks about. That's what that's for.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Right.
Let's move on. Let's go to the land of the New York Knicks real quick. This last roster, have they actually? I didn't really take the time to look if they actually filled that last roster spot or whatnot. I don't believe they did. I'm hearing that they're gonna go. I guess I don't even watch the summer league, so I don't know who's who in the summer league. I really don't care. But I will say this: I do know that they were talking about Ben Simmons.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
They were talking about Ben Simmons. They were they talked briefly about at first, I guess, when the free agency period opened, about Russell Westbrook. I'm like, I don't know, but there's still a few quality free agents out there, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no, it's a lot actually. It's a lot, but the Knicks can't afford, right? So it's I mean, y'all guys know about the apron where because of Yabusele contract, we stuck at the second apron. Like we capped. Like there's nothing else we can do. We can only pay and anybody a veteran minimum. So that won't hurt us, but we can only pay them that.
So that's why they're going after Ben Simmons, because they're going to pay him by shot.
Okay, let's hold on. It's vague rumors, like that's people that's them writers trying to get clickbait. You know what I'm saying? Like we as intelligent consumers of this sport know that ain't nobody gonna bring the Couture King into no serious play. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that.
So what is live? What is it? This is July. Is it too early for the Ben Simmons mixtape with all the baby oil, or did he take it all? No.
We need to be joking about it like we're doing now, because it's not even serious. Like nobody in the Knicks front office is trying to get fired, but for to bring this dude to then come in and wear a towel and an umbrella. Talking about that's bad. I'm not gonna do that. I mean, they talking about windows. Okay, let me take it with Dom. Go. You just fired Thibodeau. We just got to the whole furthest that we did in 25 fucking years, and you gonna bring Statue Man? You gonna bring Ladybag Man up in this motherfucker? No, you're not gonna do that. That's all of that is jokes, man. Let's talk about a serious Brogdon pickup, because you should be watching Summer League, and if you watch Summer League, you would know that Kolek is 2 years from being away from 1 year.
Oh wow.
Okay,
so he's regressed.
So we need a ball handler. We the last spot got to go to a ball handler. Like we have no choice. It ain't even a debate at this point.
Now, live, you brought up Brogdon, and I like Brogdon. I do like him. The only thing with him is he has to stay on the court.
Right.
That's the only issue I have with him.
They're gonna play 9. He's gonna be over there towel waving, and when somebody get hurt between Brunson, Deuce, and the guy they got from the Jazz,
Clarkson.
Clarkson. He's gonna play. You know what I'm saying? So he's not gonna even. unless he get hurt in all of them practice they talking about they're gonna be doing now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Brogdon is gonna be, he should be healthy enough to give us 11 minutes a game.
He should be.
So,
Well,
right. You
got to think next week is August 1st.
Right.
If your ass is still in free agent limbo, you get in the league, you're getting the veteran minimum.
Right.
That means they've had since what? I don't know when free agency opened. June, I think the week after the finals, maybe. I think.
Yeah, right after
we're getting ready to kick August in the stomach.
Yeah.
No, you're getting the vet minimum.
Right.
I don't care who you think you are.
Right.
So,
because then nobody got no money.
I think the Knicks will end up bringing back Payne.
Wow.
I mean,
well, who else are you gonna get, guys? I mean, live brings the one thing you could say about Payne, he had that little injury, but when he's healthy. We ain't worried about how many games.
Yeah, he provided some moments. I'm not gonna front where he was a fire starter. I'm not gonna even lie to you.
And
you know what I'm saying?
We found out what some of us Knicks fans thought about last year. That bench we thought we had. Kolick is like Live said, he's 3 years away from being a 3-year player.
Mm-hmm.
He may not be that guy. Yes, he was Big East Player of the Year, blah blah blah. But this is a different animal in the NBA. You know, that summer league shit. If you buy into it, you watch it. God bless you. I don't.
Right. Amen.
Because Knicks fans, we so desperate for a flag. We wanted the summer league chip. We want the midsummer chip. We want, the NBA is the only league in the world that has 3 championships in one season.
That's
really
ridiculous.
And who won the summer league championship?
Charlotte.
I couldn't tell you.
The Hornets.
Charlotte.
The Hornets.
No, okay.
You know how I know that? I live in North Carolina.
Exactly.
There you go. There you go.
I saw the parade.
I was going to go, Dave, but I was a little busy. I was going to get Bishop and go hang out downtown Charlotte.
Yeah, you should have. You should have.
Wow.
A parade for summer league, but again, I come from where I. My bad.
Oh, okay.
No, that my bad. I was listening. So I come from where the desperation for a player got me looking at FIBA Sports. Got me looking. You know what I'm saying? I saw Ntilikina before. You know what I'm saying? The hype, right? I've seen all of these dudes, Alexei Sved. You know what I'm saying? Hoping that we could like trip over a miracle. You know what I'm saying? And get a good fucking player. But we're not there no more. So there's really no need to be, all ass deep in the summer league. But you know what I'm saying? What it does tell you is where that roster is going to be, because they was banking on Kolick to be that third ball handler.
Yep.
Right. They was banking on that. They banked on it. They gave him the richest deal for like some rookie or something like that. They gave him a contract. I don't know how much it was, but they gave him a big contract. All right.
The one good thing you could say is if Kolick's on the court with Clarkson, he ain't got to worry about nothing because Clarkson's just going to shoot. He's a bona fide chucker. He ain't no all-around ball player. And he's 35 years old. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He's a bona fide chucker. The ball ain't leaving his hands unless it's going toward the rim. Let's just keep it fuck, guys. He's a bona fide chucker. You ain't getting no all-around ball player with him.
Nah.
Unless you haven't watched
him. No, he averaged 5 assists a game.
On Utah,
it's right, but it's the same. It's the same 7 that we saw Brunson. I didn't see no damn 7 assists.
Me either. Stop
from Brunson. You feel me? So it's kind of the same. It's those chuck assists. You're right by the basket.
Exactly.
That's the one thing you ain't got to be afraid of. And I don't know. Should the Knicks start him and have what's his name come off the bench?
Start who?
I mean, because if and I know he's not used to it. And this was the knock on him. I mean, hey guy, you couldn't crack the starting lineup in Utah.
Right.
But you was a 6-man chucker. But if you put him in the starting lineup, it kind of does 2 things. it stops him from being Sir Chuck-a-Lot, as Live would say.
Yeah,
You get Hart back in his normal position of coming off the bench.
He should be.
Well, they got to start 5 shoot. They got to start 5 shooters, man. Like they can't do the Josh Hart thing no more. Like they just can't.
Yeah.
They can't. They got to start a 5 shooter. So that's not a bad idea. I mean, you know, I'm good as long as Josh Hart ain't at that 2 spot.
Yeah. Or the 3.
Yeah,
or the 4.
I'd have to. Yeah, exactly. I'd have to agree. You got to bring Josh Hart off the bench and whatnot because again, what he does for that second unit, you know, and especially against the opposition in the second unit, you know, that whole get the board and you going coast to coast, that's effective for him against that second unit. You know what I'm saying? So that you know, him being with the starting unit, that they got to kill that. They have to kill that.
And I guess that's why Clarkson probably never beefed about it, because like you said, when you're with the second unit, it's like, hey.
Yeah.
And you're on the worst team in the NBA, so it's like a double. Hey.
Exactly.
I can just go out here and go balls to the wall for 26 minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I would try him, and I'll tell you this, guys, without running this Knick shit, because it is summertime. I would start him before I would start Mitchell Robinson. Because like Live said, you want shooters. You're not getting that with Mitch. As much as Mitch came through. Imagine Mitch, McBride, Hart, and whoever we think can fit in coming off the bench. Remember, guys, we bitch and moan, but the average NBA team runs an 8-man rotation.
Right.
It's not like other than Indiana, who had 101 players. The average NBA team runs an 8-man rotation.
Yeah. Probably even 7.5 on some
or 7. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Except if you're Indiana, who had starters coming off their bench. I mean,
I mean that's
an anomaly, though, guys. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Exactly. Well, we'll see how this shakes out for our New York Knicks or whatnot. So, with that being said,
notice he said our. He said our.
Don't start your shit. Don't start your shit. Okay.
Getting back, Dave.
I know where you live. I know where you live. Okay. Yeah. I'm not. You know that chair to the back thing. I'm a big fan of that. Okay?
Wow.
So don't do that. Okay. Well, let's not do that. Here's something that we're gonna get into. A little unhinged already starting.
All right.
How Marvel Studios has lost its luster.
Now, got the nerd hat on today, boy.
Boy, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm sick of Marvel. Let me just say that. However, my man Dominic, you saw that Fantastic Four. What? Oh man, damn.
Oh, already?
Come on, man.
Damn.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Okay, no spoilers. But however, give me a rating. 1 to 4.
I'll tell you this: being a good friend of mine, ever since my son passed away, we all used to do the Marvel thing. And Felix got me at least going back to the movies. We have this thing when we're at the theater that I don't know if y'all can see me. If we do this to each other,
the rap.
Yeah, thank you, Live. Because guys, I will say this. Remember we was talking, Dave, fuck a home run. We're not even expecting them to hit a home run. Let's at least get a double.
Right.
If we can get a double. Guys, I'm to the point now where don't get caught looking.
Wow.
You know how when you was a kid playing baseball, you better swing. Don't get caught looking.
Right. Okay.
I'm almost there. I told my boy Felix today. Again, no spoilers. Fuck it. I already have Disney.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to wait for the shit to come on Disney and say fuck it. And I'm a Marvel guy. So, trust me.
So would you say, Dom, that they Carlos Beltran did?
Oof. Wow. Yeah. Dave, again, spoilers. I would recommend this. Serious. I would recommend this if you guys have Disney or these sticks, whatever they call these
Fire
shits,
sticks,
Fire
right.
stick.
fire sticks,
I have
whatever.
Disney. I have Disney.
If you could find a way to
Oh
save $10,
man.
because at least where I
Wait.
live, I got there at 2:30, so we got the matinee. I think I paid $12. So $12 ain't gonna kill me. Don't get me wrong, but serious guys,
Man.
I'm Disney
Damn.
until further notice.
Wow.
Well,
See, I had already like, okay, so I'm a Marvel head.
mm-hmm.
Okay, I never rock with DC too tough. I mean, there was certain titles that I, Teen Titan, the Justice League of superheroes, not the America joint, the one that was out of space with Timberwolf and Matter Eater Lad, and you know what I'm saying, like them dude. I love that one. Monel, you know what I'm saying? Superman brother.
Hold on, Lad. What was his name? Eater Lad?
Matter Eater Lad. This motherfucker would eat anything and convert it into energy and shit.
Okay, because that sounds a little sus. That they eat a lad.
No, yeah. Oh, ouch. Yeah, no, yeah, they did. Yeah, now that you, yeah. But it was, his name was Matter Eater Lad. So.
All right.
Yeah. So let's move on.
Because the matter part made the difference. Yeah.
Yeah. Not really though. Now that you got it under the microscope, it's a sus name. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I loved Marvel because of how, like, they even dissected how Peter Parker and his web shooters work. And it applied to actual physics, right? Not that you could have something that tiny do such incredible fucking things, but they made it such. They had blueprints for it. They had, materials, a recipe for his web concoction and why it worked, and that's what fascinated me about Marvel so much. It never translated to the movies except except for Avengers and the first couple of Spider-Man.
Okay.
That it was panel for panel almost exact.
It's funny not to cut you off, Live. It's funny you mentioned that because the last two good Marvel movies were the last two Spider-Man.
Okay. Right. I didn't see those because those started getting like whole lot of caca, you know what I'm saying? So the last thing I saw was Moon Knight, and that was the worst piece of trash I ever seen in my life. The Punishers was good, some of the Daredevils was good. I didn't like, I dug Luke Cage for what it was, you know what I'm saying? But again, it's like all of these non-panel, right? Movies that are not for comic book consumers.
Yeah. They were Hollywood. They weren't.
Right. These movies are tempo joints, and again, except for the Avengers, for the most part, what movie had you going? Like all the X-Men's was fuckery, all of them, and the fact X-Men was my favorite vehicle. Like Thor's was my second favorite vehicle. You fucked all of them up, all of them.
Let me just say,
there was no reason for me to patronize the movies, B.
I feel you. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Live. Let me bring these two gentlemen on. Steve, your mic is live. Welcome to ours Untitled, and the same goes to you, the infamous Av. What's up, brother? How you doing? Guys, all right?
Remember something, Live?
Yeah.
Captain America, the first
good,
Captain America and Iron Man changed the game.
Yeah.
Those two changed the game when it came to Marvel. And remember, for us old heads, when Marvel was having an issue and they broke up half of Marvel, some went to Fox, some went here, blah, blah, blah. If you remember the ones that didn't come with the Marvel franchise,
Fantastic
well, guess what?
Four,
Fantastic Four was one of them.
Right.
Spider-Man was another one. They brought Spider-Man back with the Avengers. Spider-Man, when something happened, guys, and I again, me as a Marvel dude, I can't identify it. I mean, when I saw the last Spider-Man and they brought all the Spider-Mans back, that shit was like, wow, this is we're back. We're back.
It's full circle.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And then what happened after that?
Well, it's simple.
To Live's point, what happened to Luke Cage? What happened to Jessica Jones? What happened to these series that was on Netflix that we were supposed to carry over to Disney? What happened to them? Now they're showing us this bullshit. Even their series, guys, on Disney is like, holy shit, come on, really? I mean, this ain't the Marvel I knew.
Well, Don,
sorry.
Here's the answer to that question, and you already mentioned it. They went to Disney, and Disney is a movie studio, and they are always trying to appeal to a much brand new, broader audience. They try to be kid friendly, but they want to keep keep some of the faithful fans somewhat engaged by just having the characters and certain looks. But when it comes to storytelling, when it comes to formatting, when it comes to cinematography and everything, it's all about the Disney way. And Disney is very, right now, the way Disney is being ran, it's just a corporate conglomerate trying to make money. And that's all they have. Look at how they produce sports on ESPN, because it's under the mouse's umbrella. Look at how everything
remember, Av, we had the Avengers was still under Disney.
Well, they were under
Here's
Disney.
what I think went wrong.
They were distributed. Hold on.
Here's what I think happened.
But they were just, hold on, Don.
Don't talk over each other. Don't talk over each other, please.
When you jerked everybody out of their positions in Endgame, what was left? What was left? You lost Captain America. You lost Iron Man. You lost Natasha. You lost the staples that us, again, Marvel junkies were like, oh man, what would Endgame be without Iron Man? What would it be without Captain America?
That's the problem. And
now they're done.
Another thing I think that gets lost in this conversation is the fact, how about the word oversaturation? How about that? Okay, because again, I can't even keep up with shit, to tell you honestly, in my old age and whatnot. I'm like, this is coming out, that's coming out, and it doesn't even hold my attention. It doesn't even make me drawn to it where I want to sit in front of TV and watch stuff and whatnot, be it Fire Stick or Disney Plus. You understand what I'm saying? And again, you had mentioned about killing staples, Iron Man, Captain America, this one, that. That's a big time turnoff for fans, for real fans of Marvel.
And not to mention, you didn't get rid of Black Panther. He just happened to die.
Right.
So now what do? Do you try to rebrand him? I think, and here's the weird thing to what Ab said with the trying to, I haven't seen it yet, but this is what really pisses me off because I'm not a DC guy. But they say that's what they did with the Superman. It ain't the Superman we knew. I'll just say that. I haven't seen it yet. But the word on the streets is it's not the Superman, probably all 8 of us, 7 of us. Remember, it's a new Superman. And when the guy told me that, I was like,
but then again,
saying it, I was like, is he gay?
No, but Dom,
no, he's not. Because you think they just want to go totally one way. But they said it's just a different Superman. And guess what, guys? It's crushing in the box office.
The reason why, my kids went to go see the new Superman, and they all loved it. They were like, wow. And my youngest one, who actually saw it, told me, it's like, it's more of the newer comics of Superman, which placates more to this generation of comic book here thing, as opposed to us. We're shit we're shit in the dark right now because we're expecting, first of all, the same origin story, the same characters. We want to see great costume design, the 2025 twist and everything like that. It's not for us because let's just put it like this. Even though we're paying, we're paying their entry into the movies, the reality is that they know you have to placate to this generation. Every genre, when they're trying to incorporate a whole cinematic universe, they try to stick to that, to that generation. We're just not that generation anymore.
No.
Did anybody see Iron
Yo,
on Disney?
Yes. Nah,
I wanted to see it. But I wanted to binge it. So you know what I'm saying? I was like, let me let that rock.
You can binge it now.
Yo, R.
Yeah. What's up, brother?
Can I offer just a different perspective on it?
Sure, please.
I remember because I've always been into Marvel comics,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember if somebody had told me that Wakanda and Vibranium would be a part of the culture, I would have said, you're crazy.
Okay.
I think, this is my personal opinion, I think we're just fucking spoiled. Marvel, Kevin Feige and Marvel did something that was unprecedented in Hollywood. Usually if you had like an IP and it got, $1 billion or whatever, if you were a studio that was like, hey, we got $1 billion. Marvel was cranking out $1 billion films like they was coming off a factory.
Right.
That's unheard of.
Yeah.
So what I don't think that there's a problem. All right, let me ask you a question. How many United Artists movies have you seen that was dog shit?
Quite a few, yeah.
How many Warner Brothers movies have you seen that was absolute shit? Did they close down Warner Brothers?
No.
Marvel is just a studio. They're gonna make good movies. They're gonna make movies that suck. They're gonna make good TV series. They're gonna make bad TV series. It's a part of the fucking game. They're not. I don't see that there's any problem with them. I don't see that they're going. It's for and for me as a fan, I don't give a shit what you put out. I'm watching.
Nah, man, you better
lost me right there.
Because I was sitting back because the one thing. Hold on one second. The one thing that I thought about. I remember I was watching Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which apparently people had a problem with for some reason. I was sitting in the theater going, I'm looking at a fucking Doctor Strange movie in the theater. That's the only thing I was thinking. Like, I can't believe that I'm actually watching Doctor Strange on the big screen.
Yeah, Doctor Strange was one of my titles too. Yeah.
So is Marvel perfect? No, they're gonna make good. First of all, the Thunderbolts was excellent.
That one was very good. I'm not going front.
Excellent.
Yeah.
But it didn't get. And you know what that was? That was a failure by Marvel standards. Guess how much it made?
How much?
Over $400 million. That's a failure for Marvel.
Yeah, it was all
studios right now. Any other studio would be begging to have a $400 million film.
In this environment, in this climate.
So that's my perspective. Is Marvel is just a movie studio like other movie studios. Now they had the most successful run, that 10-year run, but you can't possibly if you think every film is going to be Infinity War and Endgame, you're setting yourself up to be disappointed.
See, and that's for me. That's where I'm, and your points is excellent as far as spoiled and that success ratio. That put me in that calmed me down a little bit. I was like, yeah, you know what, you're right.
Yeah, spoiler alert. There will be another Marvel film that sucks. Spoiler alert.
I ain't got shit to add to this topic. I'm gonna be keeping it buck.
Right. But you know what I'm saying? Like they just not. They, you know what I'm saying? As many as they putting out, and again, and we might be even fucking up because to Av's point, these films are more than most likely not for our generation, right? You know what I'm saying? But it's, even if they weren't, right? It's Spider-Man. Most of the Spider-Mans was Gaga, right? They put out Wakanda 2 way too fast, right? The first Doctor Strange was I actually liked it, that one. That was pretty good. But for me, you know what I'm like it was more misses than hits. So again, I'm just talking as a consumer. Right. It's I just wasn't feeling it.
But keep in mind, I hear what you're saying. It was a miss for you. Their dog shit didn't make no money films make $400 million at the there hasn't been a Marvel film, I think, and there's a couple of them that I really don't like. Like I don't like that Thor Love and Thunder bullshit. That made like $700 fucking million.
Horrible.
Also, it depends on when they were released, because it also when they're released and who their competition is does play a part. But Steve, I see your hand up. What you got?
I ain't got shit to add to the topic.
Can I add something? Because I think
I've been flying all day. I just got to where I'm at. I'm not aggressive with some whiskey. I just want to say what up to the fellas. You guys keep the conversation going. I'll catch the replay.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate it.
I just want to add this because I think the reason why there was a decline in quality is when Iger left and this idiot, I don't know what the hell his name was, took over Disney. And his philosophy was crank out content.
Yeah, that was dumb.
The reason why that 10-year run was successful under Feige is because Feige was a QC. He's a quality control.
Yes. Yes.
So there was never like, let's just put out a bunch of content. It's no. Right. Every film we did, we focused on that film, made sure the quality was right, and then we put it out. That got abandoned when this new guy came in. And they actually took power away from Kevin Feige. Now, if you notice, the moment they brought Kevin Feige back and this other Iger came back and Kevin Feige, they gave him back the power that he lost. We get Deadpool and Wolverine, which makes $1 billion fucking dollars.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Do you see the pattern? Yeah. So it's Disney is the fucking problem. It's not Marvel. Disney's the problem because they don't know nothing. They don't know jack shit about the IP. They don't know about the source material. All they want to do is just crank out. They see that it's popular and that it makes money, and that's the only thing they're concerned about. Oh yeah, just do this and do this. And Feige was like, nah, they was way too. In an interview, he said there was way too many TV shows on Disney Plus. He said said he was the one who said he wasn't in control of the marketing for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. He was upset that they had Xavier in the fucking trailer. He's like, why would you do that? So the problem is Disney. But the good news is that phase of Disney, I think the last phase of that was that Captain America Brave New World, unfortunately.
Right.
I think that was the last of that.
Yeah, and why do that?
Yeah,
why
I think
do
it was
that the fucking Captain America, right? Like, god damn. Like,
first of all, why wasn't the Russos directing it? They're the ones that gave us Winter Soldier. They should have been directing it.
Right.
But like I said, that was under the old guard when that guy was there. Had Feige been there, it would have been a different story.
So it was in the can, and they was just like, "Yo, we just told us I'll put the Red Hulk in there, Planet Destroyer."
Right.
But to put a button on the whole thing, I've been waiting all my life for Marvel to make movies that's
you ain't lying.
Quality movies with like where the technology actually can catch up to the storytelling of Marvel, because Marvel was way ahead of its time. So I don't give a fuck how many bad movies, because I've been watching bad movies that's not superhero movies, and none of those studios have closed the fuck down.
Okay, understood your point, my brother. Understood your point, but at the same time, dude, if I'm spending my money, if I'm spending my hard-earned money, that shit better be fucking good. That shit better be
excellent.
Well, do you have that same standard for United Artists and Warner Brothers? No, you don't. You go and see the fucking movie, and the movie will be good.
I'm one of them motherfuckers with the stick. I don't pay for no bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
We've all seen bad movies.
Spending no money on no bullshit.
We've all seen bad movies, and the studios still exist.
Without a doubt. But it's more like, damn.
Hold on. Go ahead.
On that note, you're right. We will still pay the money, but when it comes to something that we are familiar with, like an intellectual property, as Marvel Marvel Comics, DC Comics, or any other entity, like that has to deal with some kind of a hero, we are familiar with the characters, we're familiar with the story, we're familiar with everything. There is a certain level of expectation that comes with it. Yes, I know that firsthand because obviously all the Marvel movies, all the DC movies, and me personally, I have a movie that's coming out next year that I'm really looking forward to because I've been waiting 20 something, almost 30 years for it, and that's the new He-Man and the Masters of the Universe movie.
Oh Lord!
All right, look, you can judge me all you want. Judge me all you want.
Allow me to retort.
You wasn't rocking with that Dolph Lundgren joint?
I went there the opening week in 1987, and I was like,
let him know.
Okay.
Let him know.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's Battle Cat? Where the fuck is Cat? Why the fuck are my people?
Okay.
Allow me.
Hold on. Go ahead, Hollow.
Allow me to retort on the whole source material thing because fanboys of the source material are kind of hypocritical.
They are.
If the X-Men had came out and Wolverine wasn't in that first X-Men, they would have lost their minds. And that Wolverine wasn't an original X-Men.
Right.
We know.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it was an alpha thing. Yeah.
But imagine had they come out without Wolverine in that first X-Men. The same dudes that talk about the source material, they would have lost their fucking mind. And then what's that movie? The Watchmen.
Yeah.
Oh, that was dope. That was dope.
That was a good one.
That's another to give you an indication of how who's the guy, the writer who did that? What's his name? Alan Moore.
I forgot his name.
I think it's Alan Moore. Alan Moore hates that movie.
Does he? Wow.
And that movie was perfection. It was basically taken from the graphic novel and put on screen, and the nigga still didn't like it.
Yes, it was. Wow.
So my point is, you can't base this shit on fanboys because you're never gonna fucking satisfy them. It's like Star Wars fan.
That's the truth.
That's true.
Because
I was waiting for that one.
It's not an X-Men movie that maybe the one where they tried to bring Dark Phoenix in, but like there's not an X-Men movie that even compares to any of the fucking panels.
So can I ask this question because I'm more casual about it. But with the movies, the difference between the movies and the comics, I think the comics had so much for everybody. So like if you were a Spider-Man fan, you had the amazing, you had Peter Parker, you had all these different
spectacular,
spectacular. So you can find your niche within that, and you can say, well, you know what? I read this, I don't read the other. But when it comes to the movies, I think what happens, and to Holland's point, is you're not going to satisfy everybody because everybody has their version of what they're looking for it to be. Yeah. And you can only make one movie. You can't make the multiple ones like you do with the comic books. Every month you're putting out multiple series for each character. So the movies are at a disadvantage in that regard, is that they have to pick what they feel is the most popular or beneficial lane that drives a story. What made the Avengers so good to me is that, and I think that would have to go back to Kevin Feige and them, is that they had a plan. And they executed it over a 20-year period. They didn't rush it. You started out with the introduction to Iron Man, which came out when my son was in high school. And that was his first introduction to it. He had seen the terrible Hulk movies and all that other stuff, but when he saw Iron Man,
and Lee Hulk was kind of dope though.
Right. But he saw the progression, and it drove a story that had an actual end game. And so they didn't rush it. It was patient, and everything that they made that was outside of it fit. And then you brought them all together. And so you could see a pattern, you could see an actual strategy of what their plan was. And then I think the later stuff kind of went all over the place for me. And
that plan, that initial 10-year plan was unprecedented. Nobody had ever done that.
I agree with that. I agree with everything that was just said.
And can I just say, I just want to give another example. I saw The Last of Us. Now that's not a comic, but it's like the game.
It's the game, yeah.
And I saw The Last of Us season 2, episode 6. And I said that episode was so fucking good that it inspired me to write. I said that was like a master class on how to do an episode. And these niggas were just complaining and bitching and moaning because the girl don't look like the girl in the video game.
No, you can, Well,
you got Pedro Pascal and this girl killing it. They should get Emmys.
Right.
And you're crying and bitching and moaning and complaining. Now, the reason why I mention that is people ain't going to be satisfied until they no longer produce. Do we want a world where they don't produce superhero movies? Is that what we want?
No, hell no.
Because that's what you're going to get if you keep complaining and bitching and moaning.
That's what you're going to get out there for that.
Because Hollywood has no allegiance to this shit. If they see that there's a problem with it and that you ain't liking it and you don't want to go see it, they'll stop making it.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I still think
they'll still be making it despite that because
because they don't make it for us in the first place.
No, not only that, but most of these studios and most people, most investors in these projects, what do they say? All press is good press. Even bad press is good press. So
I know this. Marvel saved Spider-Man in one scene in Civil War. Because before that, people was getting tired of Spider-Man because Sony don't know what the fuck they doing because they don't know nothing about the sword. Marvel saved Spider-Man in one scene.
And
now everybody's excited to see Spider-Man again. If you let anybody besides Marvel handle their property, it's gonna be a disaster. Sony, that's the reason why Sony made the deal with Marvel. They're like, "Look, help us. We don't know what the fuck we're doing." And when Marvel helps them, what happened? I didn't realize that the last Spider-Man with the 3 Spider-Mans in it. I think it's in the top. That might be in the top 5 movies of all time. That's how much money that made.
It's this.
Was it that good though? What was it good?
Yes.
I'll tell you what, Holland. I just said this before you came on. To me, and again, we all have different standards. To me, that was the last good Marvel movie, the last Spider-Man.
Wow.
No, that's definitely not the last good.
I said to me,
have you seen the Thunderbolts yet?
Yes, I did, and I didn't like it.
You didn't like the Thunderbolts?
Not at all. Not at all.
Really? Again, what's the Thunderbolt sofa? What is it? What is it?
I don't even know what to say to that.
I just didn't like
so
it.
The Thunderbolts is made off of who's the superheroes in there? Is it the Eternals or something?
Yeah. I'll tell you this without being a spoiler alert. If you liked that, then you might like Fantastic Four.
Oh, I know I'm gonna like Fantastic Four.
I like that either, but hey, like I said, we all have different standards.
Right.
So
if I'm in the good thing, let me say this though, live. The good thing about Fantastic Four, it wasn't your average 2.5-hour Marvel movie. That was the saving grace to me.
Right.
To me, guys. And I've been watching Marvel movies since. It's just it was my dumb idea to have this fucking topic as Marvel lost its luster. Because I'm just disappointed. That's just me, guys.
Right.
So you mean let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
How would you compare this Fantastic Four to the previous version?
Ooh, let me just tell you this before. I always found I'll say that, to be boring. But I will say this.
Wow.
When I forgot his name, Hollop, the guy that played Storm in the first one, was it Rogers?
Johnny Storm?
Yeah. Was it Rogers that played Storm?
Yeah.
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
Okay. Chris Evans. Yeah, excuse me, Chris Evans. That was a showstopper for me with this one. But again, guys, I always found them, especially that fucking guy that leads them. I always found his ass to be over the top, super boring. If I wanted to go, if I
Mr.
wanted a
Fantastic?
science class, I get it. If I wanted a science class, I would have majored in science. But I always just found them boring, Hollop. And when I saw this one again, without you go, everybody, I encourage you to go see it. Don't get me wrong. I just have a different.
You have a different perspective on it. That's
exactly
all.
like what Av brought up. When Av brought up He-Man, here's the weird thing. He-Man, Av, I had every castle, and I ended up missing one fucking doll. One Stratos was the only one I never collected. My son at that time was a little kid, and he got in because I was in Germany, so we used to get VHS tapes. And my mother sent me this cartoon, He-Man. So my son would watch He-Man over and over and over again. So then they started selling the shit. Man, I went buck wild, Ab. I'm telling you, to this day, if I found a Stratos figure, I'm buying it. I don't have none of this shit left, don't get me wrong. But if I find a Stratos,
I got one.
He's the only one I didn't get, man. And we're talking both castles, Skeletor, the good guys, the bad guys. Man, we had this room. That shit looked crazy. And then after a while, I was like, because I was still young then, guys. I mean, not to tell ages, but I was still kind of young. So I was getting into this shit and having fun with it. And again, I'm in Germany, so we're not seeing real television. We're just seeing, AFN. So this He-Man shit came out, and I was like, I can't believe it's been that long.
When Dom was young, even cartoons were in black and white.
Oh, damn, man. Damn.
So Dom,
just when I started liking your ass, man. But wait a minute.
Dom, let me ask you one question.
Wait a minute, live. Before I go, there he goes, You see, there go the Dave shit, the boom.
Exactly.
Then
Always
sit
again.
back and
play
sniping. With his earphones.
Yeah. He be sniping, man. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, live. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, okay, so this might be a spoiler for Cass, but I gotta know. It's the reason why I wasn't trying to watch the movie. How did they make Norrin Rad female?
No, they didn't make Norrin Rad a female.
They didn't? Okay.
No.
Say no more then. Say no more. Nope.
Okay.
Because I thought the Silver Surfer in this movie, in this recent movie, is a female.
Mm-hmm.
It is, but that's not Norrin Rad.
Right.
It's Shia LaBeouf?
Exactly.
How that early? The first appearance, and see, that's the shit I'm talking about. Don't say no more. Don't say no more. Don't say
I'll
no
tell
more.
you why. It's not even a spoiler because I haven't seen the movie. The reason why
so
is
if we're going off of comic book lore, the first appearance of Galactus is Norrin Rad. The reason why Norrin Rad is the hero to begin with is because of his love affair with Shia LaBeouf, and he wanted to save his planet.
I will say this, Holla. That part I enjoyed.
Yeah. And there's a reason why they introduced her instead of Norrin Rad.
So why?
Because Norrin Rad is going to be in the main timeline, and she's not.
So this is not the main timeline.
No.
This is that Earth 815 or some shit.
I think it's Earth 828.
828. All right. Yep. Never mind. Yep. Okay. Carry on.
I got a question for you guys. Going back to Spider-Man, what did you guys think if you saw it, the latest animated one that they had on Disney?
Oh, I loved it.
You talk about Miles Morales?
Yeah, Miles Morales.
No.
no.
Miles Morales. The one that came out in January. It's with Coleman Domingo, and it was Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
I liked it.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
I think it was worth you guys checking out.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was one of the last things that my son and I watched.
Here's the catch. You know how Marvel does that? Don't leave the studio until
all the credits off. Right.
Yeah.
The next one is going to be Avengers Doomsday. No spoilers.
You ain't giving away no spoilers.
No, it's just a name.
Okay.
It's just a name. But I will say this, Olive. I enjoyed that girl in the movie. She played Yeah. The four, they just, I don't know, man. Maybe it's me. They just seem overly boring and slow.
Well, what Ronan just told me. He said what separates the Fantastic Four from other Marvel heroes and teams is that they're scientific explorers more so than superheroes.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Of course. But again, if I wanted a science class, again, even though to Ronan's point,
Reed is so intelligent
right?
that he had to create versions of himself in order for him to have conversations with people.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And the guy that plays Storm, he'd be great on the cover of GQ magazine.
Wow.
No, we don't want to hear that.
Wow.
No homo. Yeah. I'm just saying. Yeah, thank you, Live Forwards.
All I know.
I got.
I'm going to see it. I'm going to Atlanta.
Yeah. I'm gonna see it. And
Saturday, I will be sitting in that theater saying, "God damn it, I'm looking at the Fantastic Four."
Hey, that's what I thought going in. Here's the thing: I still go to the movies. I gotta say this. I told R and I think who was on earlier. Oh, Ronan. I'm to the point now, guys, where unless they do something miraculous, it's Disney Plus. Because I've done even through the good, bad, indifferent. I still went to the movies. I still supported it.
I want to ask Holla, what's the last movie you saw in New York? Because every time you send an invite, it's in Alpharetta.
Yeah. Well, that's when I go there. But me and R went to see what is it, F1? That was the name of it?
Oh, I didn't see that yet. Damn.
Oh man. Oh,
you saw it all?
Hell yeah. Loved it. Loved it.
I was going to Atlanta this weekend to shoot machine guns.
I know. Exactly. All right. He got a whole manifesto.
Yeah, he's going to be shooting machine guns and seeing Fantastic Four.
There you go.
Yeah, all right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let me tell you a story. My mentor, when we was doing film production, and he told us how to watch a movie, because a lot of people go into the movies and they're sitting there critiquing the movie while they're watching it. It's sort of like it's similar to like critiquing a blowjob instead of just putting your hands behind your head and enjoying the shit. And that's what he said. He said, well, going to a movie is like having sex. It's like you don't critique it while you're doing it. You just do it and try to enjoy the experience. Now, after it's over, you can say, that was whack. Oh, that was good. When it's over. But you don't sit in the theater critiquing the movie while it's going on. I when I watch a movie, I say, this director tried to do something. Let me just accept what he's doing and see if it works.
That's a good way to look at it. And you know what, Hollop? And you don't stop going to the movies.
Me either, Dave.
That is the
spoiler alert.
Hold up.
You're gonna see a bad movie. Spoiler alert. One of these studios is gonna produce some bullshit. It is what it is. But that it's like I tell people all the time, if your team loses and they don't win the Super Bowl, you don't tear the fucking stadium down.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I hear what you're saying, but at the same time,
you just switch teams like Rodney does.
Shut up.
Oh.
Sniper. Shut up.
Shots fired.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That is the mentality that I do when I go to the movies. I go in there with an open mind and I don't try to critique it.
No.
But then when it's over, and then first thing I do is look at my watch. It's like, all right, how long was I in there for? And it's like 2.5 hours. Did I enjoy the last 2.5 hours? Usually it's a yes or no. I don't go into like, well, I like this. I'll do that later. And then the more you ponder it, you're like, all right, there were some parts of it that I didn't get. There were some parts that I didn't like. There were some parts that I really loved. And you try to just stick to the parts that you like and don't really think so much about the parts that you don't like. But the problem is like, and I tried to mention that earlier, when it comes to comic book heroes and comic book movies, we know how the story goes. It's not like when we're watching another movie, we don't know how it's going to begin. We already know that. We already know that Wolverine, his real name is Logan. He's from the 1700s. his brother's saber tooth. He ends up getting adamantium. He eventually gets taken away. We know these things, and we're expecting that sequence to go right.
Hold up. I just hold on. I just peeped something. Sir Av.
Yeah, you noticed? You finally noticed?
What shirt is that you have on, sir?
All right. You're going to have to call me out on it. But I am. You can judge me. Judge me all you want. But since I was 5 years old till today, I've been a card carrying Hulkamaniac my whole life.
Oh my God!
Let me tell you something. Av is a residential wrestling guru.
That's all right. Throw that out there. I love it. That's awesome.
I'll just throw that out.
However,
in the immortal words of Randy Macho Man Savage,
I can't.
Hulkamania is dead.
I resent that because today Terry Bollea is dead. Hulkamania will live forever.
Oh, Jesus!
I will say this.
Are you serious?
I will say this.
And I got mad love for you, brother. I got mad love for you, but at the same time,
what you gonna do, nigga?
Oh, no.
We gotta. Hey,
what you gonna do, nigga? When the 24-inch pythons, the world's largest arms, throws you out your black ass out of this MAGA rally, nigga. What you gonna do?
Drink America's good beer. Get out of here.
I separate the artist from the art. And
oh Lord!
Okay.
You didn't just say that.
Look. Remember, his real name is Terry Bollea, and he's a very simple man. He's the one that said those comments. Hulk Hogan, the person that I followed and that I admired since I was 5 years old, he told me to train. He told me to say my prayers. All that bullshit. You can say whatever you want.
He's not lying. Now I know how I sound when I'm talking about you, and I get it.
But no, because I'm a USA too. Look, but the reality is that that when he said those things to me back to when I was 5, 6 years old, that motivated me. I wanted to be a wrestler when I was a little kid, and of course I got laughed at just like y'all laughing at me now. So I did the next best thing, and I did the same thing that Dom did. I joined the Marines. If I'm going to be an American hero, I'm going to be an American hero for real. So it's because of things like that, and and those positive messages, despite what the piece of shit that you think he is, for all the things he said, you can say that if you want to. But I'm going to say like this: that was the individual, the character of Hulk Hogan. To me, he was perfect. But that's just me.
He was an active piece of shit to other wrestlers while being Hulk Hogan.
Right. He had to be. He had to protect his fucking spot. You know how much fucking cutthroat the 80s was? Niggas was trying to come for his spot, and he was trying to feed his family. He was trying to make his millions.
Crushing unions and doing Vince McMahon dirty work. Listen, fuck that nigga.
Somebody put R. Kelly 12 play on in the background. So
oh no,
man! Listen,
I will say this though for R and live, y'all need to not to switch gears from the wrestling thing and to a disclaimer to Av. I wasn't man enough to join the Marines. I did my 20 plus in the Army. I was crazy, just not that crazy. But y'all gotta do, nigga. Y'all gotta do your video, R, and live. You gotta do your Nick greatest moment.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
I was gonna ask about that too, man.
The way Av fixes it up.
I saw his work. I loved it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I made mine real short, 27 seconds. Got my point across.
Right.
I don't need no limelight, blah, blah, blah.
Listen,
where I go for that?
All right.
Where I go for that?
So the first rule, you have to follow Knicks and Ish on YouTube. You have to be a subscriber.
Okay.
Number 2, you take a selfie video, 15 to 20 seconds. Tell me, give me your name, what your favorite moment is. I'll go look for it. I'll cut it. I'll chop it up, put it on there. It'll be posted on my feed and on Knicks and Ish. And we'll be sharing it for probably the next week or so.
Nice. I get it. I'll get it over there. Yep.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
I was very fortunate that I got a Mad Hatter's. I just finished his just a little bit ago before I got started, and I just got Godfather. Godfather just came back from from overseas. He's doing better now, and he was able to, he did like 2-minute ones, and I gotta chop that shit up, to make it work. But I'm gonna do my best.
I didn't see it on their Knicks and Ish page on YouTube live.
Yeah, because
where's the link?
It's on YouTube, Hollip. Knicks and Ish.
Knicks and Ish is YouTube. But those videos, I'm personally posting them on my Instagram until they give me the controls so the Knicks and Ish can.
Okay. I saw mine's on Twitter, but you can't share it unless the person you're sending it to has Twitter. But I'll tell you what, guys, it was fun.
It's gonna be on. It'll be on Instagram as well. So
plus, I'm old school. I'm old school. Somebody like
it'll be on Instagram. It'll be on Facebook. It'll be on TikTok, and eventually, I'm gonna get the controls, and I'll get it on YouTube as well.
I got you.
And we send a video where to who?
Just you. Yes, send it to Have.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yep. Yeah. I'll tell you this, guys. I challenge anybody that watches mine. I asked them, find me a greater moment.
Can somebody post it in the chat?
In May 1970. Find me a better moment. Okay. Find me a better moment than May 1970. I ain't gonna give you the numbers.
Okay.
I'll just give you the player, Walt Frazier.
Okay.
Probably not only one of the greatest Knick moments, probably the greatest Game 7 moment in NBA history.
And you're asking
for real, not because it's Clyde, but do the numbers on that shit, guys.
You're asking all to do a video?
Yeah, you too, Dave.
Yeah.
Do one, Dave.
I'm gonna do one.
That's gonna be a short video.
Oh, God. Yo, you better leave R alone, Dave.
Yeah,
he's
I'm
Dave.
telling you.
Let it go, man.
We're talking about a sports moment.
The Knicks sport.
Your favorite Knicks moment.
Yeah, your favorite
Knicks moment. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I got one.
Yeah, I got a couple. Yeah.
I got one.
You can't have a couple. You only can have one, guys.
Yeah,
does it have to be good?
Yeah.
Whatever's good to you, Holland. It's your
favorite. I have a lot of memorable Knick moments that ain't necessarily good.
Well,
yeah, I think we all do.
Well, you might be the first one to do that one, Hob. Everybody's done. I think I've seen 3 of them.
I got one.
Of them so far.
I got one that I bet nobody has.
You didn't do it yet.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
Is this a sneak preview?
What it is.
Don't tell mine.
I can tell you the most demoralizing moment I've ever felt as a Knicks fan, and it involves Greg Anthony.
Oh wow! Oh yeah, no, he's talking about
Phoenix.
He's talking about the Reggie Miller 7 seconds, 800 points in 12 seconds. I know.
No, it's got to be positive.
I got a good one. Is when we were outside of the Garden.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, and we were all out there, and Mac was with us, and we were telling people, to protest Nolan outside of the Garden.
Oh yeah, I remember
they
that.
hired Phil Jackson.
Yeah,
that was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah,
that the day they hired Phil Jackson.
That was right before it.
Yeah,
it was right the same. The same day. So the link to Dom's video is right in the chat. If you have Twitter, you can check that out. Obviously I worked a little bit extra on it because Dom's my boy, and the way he explains it is more or less how the convention of how I want everybody to do it. Of course, some people start to ramble, and then I have to chop it up a little bit. Kill the dead space, kill this, and get the appropriate footage so that way it works perfectly. And the main reason I'm doing this, obviously, yes, I'm promoting the show, but more importantly is that I'm trying to build the Knicks community, but even further along than what Knicks Twitter is already doing.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah, no, but I'm doing it in a different way. I'm doing it a different way because
God bless.
If anything, what Knicks Twitter Day taught me, because this is something that pissed me off a little bit. I've been doing content creation for about 10, 11, almost 12 years. Mm-hmm. And it's only been over the last 5 or 6 that I've actually started putting my face to it. Like, I kept my personal Facebook one way, and I kept Knickerbocker Ave differently. When I started to include that, so some people would recognize me, but then what ended up happening was when I showed up, I got a lot of dirty looks. Like, I know this dude, but I ain't gonna say shit to him because I don't know where he's from. It wasn't until like 45 minutes into the event before, 45 minutes I'm there. I'm just sitting there, and then one person finally came to talk to me, and she's like, "I know you." It's like Knickerbocker Ave. Trust me, I fucking know you. And I'm like, it took you 45 minutes to figure that shit out? I'm like, wow. And that bothered me. That bothered me to death because it's like, I've been in this business longer than all you little motherfuckers. I'm like, what's wrong with this shit? But it is what it is.
Y'all have the, I ain't gonna say, y'all, now we do this, y'all actually, we can all see each other. It happened to me twice. It happened to me when I went to the watch party in the Bronx. When I was in Jersey, they had this Knicks watch party in the Bronx. I didn't even get out my car. I made a U-turn in the middle of the street because I saw where we were going to have the party. And I stopped and I said, "Hey, man, where can I park?" This guy said, "Dom, just go up to..." How the fuck does this guy know my name? Right. So I parked, because you never saw my face. I don't put my face on Facebook or Twitter. So I go park my car and I come down and it's this guy, I guess his name is Wine Gold or something on Twitter. I was like, he said, you're wondering how I knew it was you. I was like, yeah, obvious. His first thing he said is, "You can't hide that voice." I'm like,
wow.
Fucking, I'm standing outside and trust me, I guess this is when New York made weed legal. Because that's all these motherfuckers did the whole time I was there, smoking weed. I'm in Miami. I'm at the arena in Miami last year, I think it was, for the third game of the year. Might have been this year. I'm going down the escalator. and I'm talking to my son. Because everybody, all the Heat fans are mad, so they're screaming. Yeah, it was last year because they were saying, "Let's go Dodgers." It was the night the Dodgers beat the Yankees for the last game of the World Series. Right. And I'm like, listen to these motherfuckers, son. Right. This dude walks up behind me and taps me. He said, "Are you Dominic Donato?" I'm like, "Fuck you." Trust me, guys, what I did for a living, sometimes I'd be scared for a motherfucker to say who. I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm not." And my son's looking at this dude like, "You know this guy, Dad?" I'm like, "Nah." And he said the same thing. "I heard you on Spaces." And so I know what Ab's talking about. The shit is weird as fuck, man. Somebody just rolling up on you. "Hey, are you Rodney Jones?" Exactly. You be like almost, "No, that ain't me."
And that ain't me, dog.
Yeah, and you know what? He said the same thing. He looked at my son and said, Tell the truth. Have you ever heard a voice like your father's?" And my son, who damn near sounds like me, is like, he's kind of nervous to answer this guy because this is some fucking random in Miami. I don't live in Miami.
For all we know, he's the fucking IRS here to collect.
Or some fucking towelhead that I shot's family member and some bull. I don't fucking know, but I was scared.
That's real shit right
I was
there.
actually scared to say. Now, when I was in the Bronx, it was a little different because I saw a lot of these guys, I saw their pictures or whatever they have on Twitter, whatever the shit. So I seen a few of them, like Brutus. Y'all seen Brutus, Uncle Brutus.
Yes.
Me, him, and Orlando, who is Nickinated. His name is really Orlando. Okay. We actually talk on the phone and shit like that. So I knew who they were. And all three of us are from the Bronx. So it was sort of like I got a chance to go home for a minute, and it was a nice event, guys. Nothing, nothing chaotic. A lot of weed smoking, I'll say that.
Oh, that's about it.
Every time I went outside to smoke a cigarette, these two dudes, man, this dude Trippy and this dude Wine, like, Dom, you going to smoke? I'm like, yeah. They fucking follow me out there. I'm like, I'm fucking getting high hanging out with these guys, man. I'm like, oh, this is, I guess, weed's fucking legal in New York now.
Yes, it is.
And they taking advantage of that shit, ain't they?
Got that right.
All right, guys. My phone's about to die, so I got to cut out. But send me those videos. Please do what you got to do. I'll keep the conversation going. Thank you all for having me, guys. Have a good night.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Thanks, Av.
Take care, brother.
Be good, Av.
Yeah, y'all got to do it, man. It's pretty nice,
I'm gonna do it. I'm juggling which to do, man. And I think Holiday gave a nice one with the negativity, man. The finger roll.
Oh, man, keep it positive. It's weird because your picture's like this, right? Right. This is you talking. Right. And in the background is your whatever moment. You like. I can see Clyde dribbling in Game 7.
I got a good one. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, I got a very good one.
Is it a positive one?
I tend to view it is. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You know
Is it
what I'm
when you
saying?
came back to being a Knicks fan? No, just joking. Your welcome home letter.
Exactly. Let me see. What else do I got? I'm gonna piss Dom off real quick just for that little.
Oh, stop!
Oh,
Y'all guys were dogging you. I'm glad Hollop and them ain't on our chat.
I'm gonna piss this guy off, Dom.
You mother.
Thank you very much. Exactly. Taylor Rooks has certain guys in their feelings.
Not
And
me.
one is on the line with us right now.
wow.
Yeah,
I'm taking it too
Carolina.
far.
Yeah, I sure am.
Lord have mercy.
What happened, man? What happened?
I'll tell you what. The shit I saw on Twitter, I was like, now me and y'all, we joke about it. Y'all know that. I turned her into a little sticker, but these fucking dudes on Twitter was like, who is this fucking guy? Like cursing and getting like we're joking.
Oh, wow.
Right.
These dudes was in their feelings live. Like
that's crazy.
What was they trying to? I joke with y'all, man. I don't know this girl from Adam's House Cat. These dudes was going. I'm telling you, go on Twitter, hashtag Taylor Rooks, and listen to some of this insanity. Y'all are fucking with me because it's a joke.
Of course.
So I don't know how far these clowns are taking it, but but don't you can't front though. I always say, because since trying to throw me under the bus, I happen to like her because she's going to be the new face of the NBA.
Okay.
And I know we need.
She seems very knowledgeable about her
we
situation.
need that because the shit we're seeing now is garbage. And again, to Hollop's point, the shit we're seeing now is garbage. And who's running this garbage? Disney, ESPN. So now we're going to shake this shit up with NBC, Prime, and let's see where it lands. I
really, son, really,
yeah,
really. I see this guy. Yo, you're a real motherfucker, man. I ain't gonna lie, man.
The punish R.
Yo, I'm gonna fuck this guy up, man. Yo,
ain't y'all friends?
You know we are. This guy, let me tell you something. This dude has been hitting me with chair shots from behind. Yeah, he's been hitting me with chair shots from behind for a while now, and I've been very nice. So it's time I make a trip out to Queens and Hollis.
You just did it to me. Are you throwing me under the bus with Taylor Rooks? Like I was really trying to hit on this lady.
Yo, real quick, did anybody see her pics before the nose job?
Nah, she got a nose job.
Son,
I didn't know
that was because I didn't know who y'all. You know, when Dom sent me the link, Taylor Rooks, I wanted to know who that was. I didn't know who that was, and then the first pic that came up, I recognized her from her interview with Jalen Brunson. I was like, oh, she bad. I was like, oh, damn. And I like the interview, but the picture right next to it was a pic of her before the nose job.
No, I think somebody doctored that, man.
I hope so.
Again, I don't know.
I hope so.
We can't front. We can't front. Not only is she knowledgeable, let's get away from the look. She is very basketball, and she's followed. You know, she's checked a few boxes along the way. You know, with Bleacher Report and a couple of sideline gigs. So she's earned her. I just want to, like I said from the get-go, guys, when this first happened, I'm tired of the shit show on TNT. I'm been tired of the shit show on ESPN. So now you get her, you get Dirk, you get I think Blake Griffin might be part of it.
I heard Melo was supposed to be part of something.
Yeah, I think Melo's going to be part of the NBC.
Okay.
Maybe the NBC. Because it's going to be broken down into almost 3 categories. Prime, NBC, and I think ESPN, ABC still has a little smidgen.
Right.
So, you know, choose wisely.
I want us to go away from what Shaq and them was doing.
Oh, without a doubt,
right. Okay. So you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want the tabloid thing, right? You know what I'm saying? And I don't you know, I mean, I love how NBA TV did it. You know what I'm saying? Like they had veterans in there, coaches and everything, but it wasn't catty. Right? And it wasn't like I don't want the disrespect. I want to hear numbers. I want to hear factual,
basketball.
Versus right.
Yeah, knowledgeable views.
Let's talk basketball.
Exactly. That's what you want.
I told y'all a while ago. There's this guy. I don't know if y'all ever watch it. It's on Fox. That Colin Cowherd.
Yeah,
he has this guy that sits on the other side of him. I don't know if he's Mexican or whatever, but he's a good sports dude. And he brought up a point one day. He was like, Colin, I get there's a lot of people saying that he didn't say it the way I'm gonna say it. The shit Shaq and Barkley talk about players, is that sort of harming the game more than it's helping the game? And I'm listening to this shit on the radio, and I'm like,
most definitely.
Yeah, live. I'm like,
right.
Well, hopefully we get away from that. They keep it basketball. Nobody's saying you can't crack a joke or
right,
but let's keep it where we're not.
Let's not go overboard with it.
Right. Because now Shaq wants to be the love doctor and all this bull. Shut up, man. Shut
up.
Exactly.
Yeah, just knock it off, man.
Let me just throw this out there. Speaking of ESPN.
Not Taylor Rooks.
No. I'm letting you off the hook right now. Speaking of ESPN, what do you guys think about that deal that they're buying the NFL Network and also NFL Red Zone?
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you something, man.
$1
That's crazy. That's crazy. I hope they do a good job, man, because the NFL Network at one point saved my life, and this shit is not a exaggeration. When my grandmother had passed, my whole world just collapsed. Everything went dark, and truthfully, any incoming information, the only thing I could watch was the cooking channel and NFL TV, the NFL channel. So, like the NFL, I loved it, and this is when Prime was broadcasting with the prime time and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I just loved everything about the X's and O's shows, the commentary and everything, man. So I would hate, and I don't know if it's still like that because I haven't had it. Again, y'all know I boycott that, but I would hate to see them lose that quality of commentary. For with ESPN picking them up.
So where I live geographically, I'm a red zone guy.
Yes.
To that, or I'm watching the Panthers every Sunday.
Right.
So I'm a red zone dude. Y'all also know I'm not a big football fan to begin with, but I like red zone.
Exactly.
Because my team, I'm not going to see them unless they're on the game of the week, and the Jets suck. So even if they were on, it's a crapshoot. So red zone has become like, I could sit, have a snack, not lock in. And I don't think they could F that up, guys. Honestly, I don't think you can F up red zone.
Is that a challenge?
I guess so, Dave. I hope they keep that dude Hansen because he's pretty good. He's been doing it for years. I mean, the one thing we haven't touched on since I got 20% battery life, Shannon Sharp settling out of court.
Oh my God. That chick.
Did y'all hear that,
bro? Yes, I did. And let me just say this in regards to that young lady or whatever you want to call her. She put out a post that I saw. Now, how true this is, I don't know. But I'm retiring from whatever she does. I'm assuming OF, whatever that shit is. Okay, she's retiring, and she wants to thank the people for their support and blah blah. And I'm looking at this shit like, yo, I'm really bothered by this shit. I'm sick of these whores. Okay, that's what I said. Damn. I'm sick of these fucking whores with their bullshit. You go out there, your goal is to sleep with these men who shouldn't even. Yeah. Come on now. I'm sick of these.
This is why I always argue: get a real prostitute.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right. You might as well. Might as well.
Right.
Go to Europe where it's legal. Y'all should have heard Oz rant. Oz done it pay dirt today. He started out with, he's glad Hulk Hogan's dead, the cocksucker. You should have heard him last night about the WNBA. And I love R, man, but I'm sitting there listening to R. He's like going knee deep on the WNBA. I'm like,
normal from R.
We've all had these conversations. Me, Dave, live, R. We've talked about the WNBA for 5 years?
Yeah.
But last night, Dave,
the shit is
live
trash.
Was there.
Live was there. He was killing them. He was killing them.
Shit is trash, man. It's trash.
Wow.
You know what this reminds me of? Remember when we went to see Holland was there? We went to see Morpheus, and we went to the most memorable part about that night was the restaurant when R lost. All went on a legendary rant in the restaurant.
I don't know.
Dave, was that we met up at what's that, Burger and Lobsters?
Burger Lobster.
Yeah. That was it. That was it.
Oh yeah, man.
Yo, bro.
Nuclear, yo.
I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was.
I don't know what it was either.
Something overcame me, and I had to let it out, man. I was holding it in for so long. So when it came out like violently.
Oh, it came out. Yeah, it came out like.
I'm telling y'all, if you would have heard him last night, Dave, I was like, damn. I know we talked about the WNBA.
I can't stand it. I can't.
It's like they gave R the mic and he didn't give it back.
I can't stand him. I'm sick of it. You got 27 years. Yeah. 27 years, and on the 27th year, you're finally profitable. And your product sucks.
And the weird thing, Dave, is again, I'm listening to R, but I'm thinking none of these guys really know me. R.
Right.
We all know each other. We've talked about this for, like I said, for years. So listening to R, I muted my mic so they wouldn't hear me yelling or screaming or laughing. But he wouldn't stop, Dave. He was like, they ain't shit. Fuck these.
Yeah, he was going in.
I would have been right. I would have been riding shotgun with you on that.
There was nobody objective of it. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was with it. You know what I'm saying? But he was just going in though. He was.
And R started out peaceful, Dave. He was like, you know, me and Dom have talked about them being in the red for years, and now these then the F word started coming out. Fuck this league. I was like,
no, it's trash.
That league shouldn't even exist.
Thank you, Holland. That's what we were getting at. But
exactly,
you got a lot of people now that want to get on.
These hypocritical females who don't even support the goddamn league.
That was
why the hell? Why the hell should there be a WNBA?
Why? Exactly.
And like I said last night, have you ever seen a female with a WNBA?
No, never.
Walking the streets of New York, walking the streets of Brooklyn, walking the streets of the Bronx.
Never.
Not one.
And here's the real thing that's gonna stick in your craw. Here's the real thing that's gonna stick in your craw. You know why there's no women at the WNBA game?
Because there ain't no women at the NBA.
They're all straight.
Ain't no women at there.
Wait, why is that again, Hollow?
Because there ain't no dudes there. These chicks is going to the they're going to the NBA so they can get some dick.
Right. There you go. There you go.
There you go. Totally unhinged now.
They ain't women.
It's the same reason why, like, you always hear women complaining about, every time I go to the gym, you know they are female gyms, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Why don't you just go to a female gym?
Right.
Because you want niggas looking at you and grope. It's just hypocritical, man. It's sickening.
And that's one thing we brought up, Hollip. In 20, let's go back. Let's skip the last couple. Let's just say 25 years. Mm-hmm. Where was the support amongst your own? Like females. Where was your support amongst your own gender?
There wasn't
none. There wasn't none. Now all of a sudden, I think it started because when I chimed in, I think Av and Steve already talked about the shirts they were wearing. Right. Pay us now or some shit.
Whatever.
And I heard this on the radio the next day. You know, y'all are acting like, you know, nobody's saying they don't want to pay you. I think that was the thing. Nobody said, oh, you're going to work for free. And then, you know, Av tried to be the, you know, to take the, well, you know, they are making Av. They're only playing 30 games.
I have I don't think it's a controversial take, but other people might. I think they deserve to be paid less than men.
Oh, well, of course. Yeah. I ain't going to say because
you know why? You know why? I can justify it. Mm-hmm. Who's supposed to pay when men and women go out?
Men.
who wants to take over who takes over the financial responsibility in the relationship, like paying bills and all that other shit that they expect? Men, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So if I'm paying for everything, what the fuck you getting equal pay to me for?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
You deserve less than me.
Yep.
That's crazy. I just don't see why we even like I think it's the controversy that's sustaining the whole shit. Like there's no sports for me. It's no sports value in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't want to see 800 turnovers a fucking game, and most of them can. Like I just don't want to see it. It's clumsy. It's
and guess what? Women don't want to see it either.
Right.
So they're not watching it. Yeah, obviously.
But let me ask you, Hollop, though. So if the women are dating each other, then who's supposed to pay?
Ooh.
Good question. Good question. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe that's the reason why the divorce rate amongst lesbians is about 70%.
70%.
I can answer that. The more manly looking one, the bull tagger.
Yo, the funniest thing I heard, I forget. I think it was Wayne on Facebook.
Right.
I was talking about what's the land that Wonder Woman comes from? Themyscira.
Yeah.
And I asked, who is the women who take out the garbage and do like the dirty work in Themyscira?
Right.
And you know what he said?
What did he say?
He said the dark skinned girl.
Wow. Wow.
I said that is so wrong and true at the same time.
It could be both.
All the ugly bitches is gonna be doing the hard work.
Yep.
That's right.
I'm not going to say. We even said this. We even said this a couple of years ago, guys. Why don't they just fold the tent? And it's a funny thing is, after we said that, they sort of kind of made an upward. Some upward. At least they were in the black last year for the first time in 26
My thing
years.
is, if women don't support it, it shouldn't exist.
Yeah, that's what we said the first time, Hollop.
Exactly.
Y'all ain't supporting your own shit.
Yeah, it shouldn't exist. They bunch of hypocrites. All the talking this bullshit, and they don't even go out and support.
I will give y'all the answer Live gave last night. Live. Do you watch the WNBA? Absolutely not.
Negatory. Negatory.
Nor should he.
I'm in that boat too, guys.
Do you realize how much jobs could be created if women supported the WNBA?
Oh, please.
If they supported it the way they have, son.
It wouldn't have took them 26 years to get out the red, Hollop.
Right.
Let's just start right there.
Listen.
Where was your revenue coming from? You know what? It's funny.
You know where it's coming from.
Right. The funny thing is, guys, it wasn't the WNBA at first. That wasn't the topic. The topic was like when the ABA and the NBA merged. You know, people forget for some of the young folks, all the talent that the NBA garnered when they merged, you know, the David Thompsons, the Dr. J's, Artis Gilmore, you know, George Gervin, McGinnis. We did NBA, and at that time the NBA wasn't doing too damn good themselves.
Exactly.
How that switched over to the WNBA, I don't know. But it ended up when y'all came on, that's where we was already at, I think, at the WNBA. But we actually was talking about, you know, why the WNBA can't make no money. And now that they are making a little bit of money, now you want to, you know, poke your chest out, you know, sort of like the Knicks. You know, we had a couple of good years. We're going to stick our chests out. We don't give a shit, blah, blah. You know, let's pump our brakes a little bit.
Are they making money?
Well, they were in the black last year, Hollop. So for the first time in 26 years,
and
they
you
were
know
really
what
black.
And you know what?
They took a manufactured beef.
Yeah. Well, they were in the black. That's why they needed Caitlin Clark.
Exactly. It took a white girl to come out.
It took a white girl to put him in the black.
I can't take you, Dave. I gotta stop fucking with you, man.
Pretty much.
Listen. To Howard's point, they don't need to poke a hole in the condom if you use the strap on.
Out.
Damn.
Oh shit!
And with that being said,
I'm glad
that
I
being
got my
said,
headset
WNBA, the WNBA is as useless as fallopian tubes on a dike.
Out.
Damn.
Out. Out.
Man, we just went off the rails. Forget the
ready to
Indians.
go to bed on that one.
The whole door is off now.
guys, I'm gonna shut this down. We'll
off.
get into some
Full
other
house
stuff
fell
next
down.
week.
Oh wow, we just made it under 2 hours.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we started at 8:15. That's
8:15, exactly.
Yeah.
But of course,
Yo, this live was popping.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
all the
Yes, sir.
time, brother. All
We
the time.
need more. I don't know who the other guy, but we need more. Like Ronan started out talking tonight, and then
Exactly. I love it.
he went black ops on us. But we, you know,
He's still here.
Nah,
He's
y'all
still
started,
here.
y'all
okay,
started
all right.
talking
He's
about
still there.
baseball, man.
Yeah, we
Oh,
need.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, we
And
need
then the
we-
Marvel joint, man. The Marvel. I was
Yeah.
ready for that shit.
I know that.
Thank
one.
you. We started
Like, I-
something new.
Yeah.
Well, how
And
about this?
But we need
Hulkamania.
we need a lot more people though. How many
Nah, it's
guys
all
can you
good.
have on at one
You
time,
have
Mar?
10, right?
I think 20. I think
Oh,
20.
really? I thought it was only 10, but yeah.
I think it's 20. Well, I gotta check my plan, but I think it's 20 because I saw
it's
them
Two of the 4
20?
guys I always invite never show up.
Right.
Rells.
Right.
That's all.
So I'll invite a dude, man. I think he's a good brother, man. He around
All
our age, man. Real
Appreciate
responsible. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
Yeah.
And let me just say this. You're
It's not a job interview. He's like he's about our age. He's real
I mean,
responsible.
right? So you bring somebody in, man, and then he's just horrible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm like, yo, the dude he's a good guy.
Yeah.
And then,
All right.
You know what's funny? I was telling Ronan this earlier, before we went live and whatnot. I was telling him about the YouTube shorts that I do and whatnot.
Yeah.
Reached the milestone. Yay!
Okay, clap it up. Yeah,
almost 1,200 views.
Nice.
But that's all the
Nice.
shorts. Yeah, that's nice.
Nice.
And the other fact is that I found hilarious was all men 65 and older.
How do you know that? How do you know that? Or
I checked the
the algorithm. Yeah, the algorithm.
get out of here.
That's because you started running those Metamucil commercials.
I'm never gonna get off. I'm never gonna get off that. I don't know if I can say train, boat, whatever.
Yeah.
We got 800 fucking people in the paint group, and we get 3 fucking likes a week.
Dude, it's
and
ridiculous.
I even posted the shit on
I know you
there
did.
numerous times.
Of course.
There's people that come
WNBA
online.
fans.
Yeah, right.
There's people that come online. It's probably 2 people watching right now, and
Probably.
they just don't.
But no,
we just don't know.
Forget that. I'm talking about after it. We've been, we done talked, we done begged, we done said, yo, man,
Everything.
support is free. Blah. Matter of
all
fact,
that.
one time I sent the fucking link.
Exactly.
And did anybody even click on it? I mean, we got 800 dead bodies in the fake group.
That's all right.
Welcome to the internet, my friend.
Exactly.
Right.
Wow,
I just found out. My son told me the other day. I got to stop using emojis wrong because they indicate actual fucking feelings. I'm like, you out your fucking mind.
Oh,
You know what
wow.
I'm saying?
Yeah, wow. Ain't that
Like
some
I
shit?
can't use a heart emoji. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't use no heart emoji with bitches because they think I like them and shit.
Exactly.
That's why you
I'm
got
like, what the fuck?
You got to do the orange. You got to do the orange and blue emojis.
Yeah,
That's
that
I
shit.
love the
See?
Knicks, sorta.
Look, Dom, that's the same kind of shit he was telling me. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Really?
I just won't use no fucking emojis. Fuck it.
I
Wait. The orange and blue
Hey, Dom.
Yeah, it's
Dom.
a Nick thing, orange and blue.
Oh,
Right.
Hey,
Nick
Dom, let me
colors.
just say this to you, Dom, real quick. In regards to those 750, 800, whatever, yo, let them continue to be keyboard warriors. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what they're good for. That's what I don't pay no mind to. I'm like, whatever. You know?
Even that being said, I even look at our group in the paint. There's not a whole lot of posting, chitter chattering, and I do the same shit every day. This day in sports, blah blah,
which I
blah.
love. Which I love. Exactly.
And we got 800 fucking people, and
It's
we
ridiculous.
know who the ones are. Because if you're part of the admin thing, we'll catch let's thank these guy and that guy. So and they're the same guys every week. Honestly, right? They're the same guys every week.
There you go.
So I'm thinking, what are these other 794 people Are they just like part of a group? I don't know because I'm not a part of many groups.
Let's extrapolate that out to the bigger picture. How many people is doing anything? Period. Right. It's always a small group of people, and the rest of the people are just, twisting in the wind.
Yeah, straddling, straddling the fence.
And to Hollop's point, that's the reason I chose the path I chose in the military. I wanted to be part of a small group and get the shit done and go home. Fuck all
and I
these
bet you y'all got shit done too.
Yeah, without a doubt. And that's why you guys might be that and that KGRY. That's Steve and them. That's the only groups I think I definitely gave up on the spaces, the Twitter spaces with the Knicks. I put that shit to bed last year.
Right.
Because that shit just got annoying.
Exactly.
And these people on there cursing at people. And I'm like, yo,
really?
Would you do that shit if they were standing next to you?
No.
No.
I'm just asking.
Absolutely not.
Cursing, calling motherfuckers and bastards and
it ain't worth it, bro.
I'm like, whoa. Yeah, I stopped that shit last year.
Don't even deal with that nonsense.
Nah. And I was surprised that Steve and them chose that route. But again, they have it controlled. We do it for an hour and 10 minutes, and
they're good.
That's
very
it.
Good.
And none of this drag on for 4 or 5 hours. And
no, they're very good.
Yeah,
guys, let me end this. Dom, Ronan,
yes, sir.
Hollop, David, live.
Yes, sir.
The Black Mr. Wilson, Steve, Av, all of y'all. Appreciate the support, the love.
Yes, sir.
Back next week. I think I'm gonna get into another one. Have the elders let the younger generation.
Oh, we forgot that. Yeah.
We'll get that tomorrow.
Yeah, just tag it on it. Yeah, next one.
Yeah.
And next week. What's up? What's up, bro?
Yo, you've been down to Georgia before, right?
Been where?
You've been to Georgia before, right?
Jersey?
Georgia.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So you've been to the park, that was Stone Mountain Park, whatever that park is called?
Nah.
Yeah, go there. You want to have a rant? Go to Stone Mountain.
Listen. Don't send me to a place where I get a gun and whatnot legally.
Exactly.
Go to Stone Mountain, bro. I'm telling you.
I meant to ask you that.
I was like, yo, what the fuck is that right there? Yo?
Where do you get the gun to shoot while you're there? Somebody you know owns.
Somebody I know. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, somebody I know.
So you were joking about the machine gun, right?
Nah, I'm gonna get a damn a semi-automatic, some shit. Fuck out of here.
Yeah. Just what we need.
I can't wait to shoot my gun.
Exactly.
Outdoor range?
I think it's
an outdoor range,
I think it's indoor.
It's gonna be outdoor. It's gonna be outdoor by the time you finish.
Yeah, you got that. You better believe it. You better believe it. I'm tearing that shit up. Okay.
Go to Stone Mountain, yo.
I don't know, man. So, I don't know about that.
Holla, take him to Stone.
Nah, son, don't listen to this dude, man.
Yes, yeah, take him to Stone Mountain. Look, it's two things, man. Before you go, man, look, it's a hell of a park. It's a really nice park. You just got to see the monument. That's it.
I got to see the
what? You got to see the monument. I'm telling you, man.
Oh man.
Look, man, you're a worse version of me, which I mean, come on. And I saw it, and I was like, "Yo, what the? Come on!"
Oh my god, bro! You're gonna.
I'm just saying, man.
Don't have him go to a place and he black out. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't end up on YouTube. I don't think I'll end up on YouTube either. So.
I don't know.
I want videos of you firing.
You'll get that.
You'll get videos.
I want
to make sure you know what you're doing.
In front of that, seeing that goddamn monument. That's what
I gotta see this shit.
All right, just put it on this channel. Nobody will see it.
Yeah, right. Put it on YouTube.
You got that right.
I like it, share.
David Sanford. That chair shot is coming. I'm gonna tell you right now. He's gonna have a Marty Jannetty. He's gonna have a Marty Jannetty moment. I'm telling you right now, man. It's coming up.
It's coming. All right.
Dave is like Venom, yo. He just God
throwing
damn.
Throwing them jabs, Ronan.
I seen a
Venom,
dude.
man. I gotta give him credit, man. I'm like, God
I
damn.
seen a dude super kick, like sweet chin music to this chick.
Yeah, man. Dave was like the Scorpion, man. He just hitting people. Bam, bam.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
What I say, Ronan? Then he puts his head down. Look at him. Does that shit and then man,
like the Scorpion, man.
This thing's still on. This is still on.
Nobody's listening to me.
Nobody's listening right now. All right, gentlemen. Let me end
yes,
this.
sir.
Thank you. Pleasure. Thank you, guys.
All right, I will see you in ATL.
Yes, you will, sir.
All right, brothers.
Peace out.
Yeah, y'all be good,
Peace,
man.
everybody.
Yes, sir.
Peace.